Hi, my name is Malik Laguerre, and for this assignment, I chose Rising Up video, which was shared by the Bernie Sanders campaign, but was originally created by a supporter. Bernie Sanders is a second-time candidate for president whose platform is rooted in grassroots solutions to what are viewed as systematic structural problems. This video was shared for the first time on Twitter and picked up millions of views through that platform. The personal stories, raw footage, and emotional connections are a part of what contributed to this video going viral. But the fact that this video was produced by a supporter of the campaign rather than the campaign itself undoubtedly contributed to its viral success.
Is back getting into the presidential race.
Democrats like somebody new, and that is not going to be Bernie Sanders this time.
It's really hard to imagine who the Bernie Sanders voter is at this point.
Bernie Sanders, fall back. Please get away from us.
Senator, great to see you. Thank you for doing this.
He has a kind of gruff, curmudgeon-y side that is, of course, well known. He doesn't actually smile that much.
It's almost like Bernie can't tell the difference between kids and adults.
All right, I think you're dumb. I think you're dumb if you don't sit down and learn how to read and write. No, you were not born stupid. Come here. The only way I think you're dumb, I think when you think you're dumb, because you're not.
He also, I think you're disheveled, you're unlikable, and you're pushy, and I don't think you should be leading anybody.
A theme we see throughout the video is political talking head class of people describing Bernie Sanders as one way, but people on the ground, supporters, having completely different experiences with him. We've seen videos throughout of context, taken out of context for the sake of humor. We saw criticism of his demeanor as unapproachable and mean, yet we see him smiling and laughing and holding supporters in the same moment. This contrast is drawn to drive home the point that Bernie Sanders' base seems to truly understand him.
How old is too old?
I think the issue is, do you seem like you're in the contemporary world? He's a socialist from the 1950s yelling at people in the same screechy voice, without smiling, without any kind of personal connection. He looked like the angry man in the center of the stage saying, "Get off my lawn." And I don't think that's a good look for the Democratic Party.
I see him as sort of a not pro-woman candidate. You may have heard the term Bernie bro. The Bernie bro, right? Somebody who's a bit younger, whiter, I think, than the overall Democratic primary.
I'm with my magnificent vanilla brother named Bernie Sanders. That's Brother Bernie Sanders we talking about.
Socialism has been a manifest disaster.
Alec would still be here today if I had known that I could come to Canada.
Alex Smith died after trying to ration a vial of insulin when he couldn't afford more.
So his idea about, free health care, he has seen the manifest atrocities that have occurred under socialism.
$1,000 got me 6 months of insulin for my son. That is still less than what I pay a month in the United States.
Gloria Steinem has suggested that younger women are supporting Bernie Sanders so they can meet boys.
Hello, Bernie. We lost our condo, got foreclosed on because of my medical bills.
I don't understand young women who support him.
I trust that Bernie Sanders is going to fight for health care and to lower prescription costs.
Of all the presidential candidates, you're the one that I trust.
Thank you so much for what you're doing. You're just giving us a help, and we got your back.
I think he comes off as mean. I think he's disparaging.
Oftentimes, we see campaign videos using high-quality, polished video throughout the piece, but one of the things that draws the viewer in this video is the well-placed raw footage. Once again, we are seeing the theme that Bernie is someone who is kind, genuine, and understands the issues of everyday voters, and this message is being delivered by everyday people in everyday circumstances who are simply grateful to have someone they can trust. This point is highlighted by the fact that much of the raw footage seems to capture spontaneously on user cell phone cameras and organic moments.
Bernie Sanders makes my skin crawl, and I can't even identify for you what exactly it is.
Bernie Sanders has done nothing between 2016 and today.
Thank you for everything you've done these last few years. You've helped to reset our political discourse, and are demanding that we center our politics around justice and equity. I am hopeful because right now, there is a mass movement of people from all over this country rising up.
It ain't Bernie, it is us.
If we come together, we will win.
People always say, "Oh, you're being too vocal."
Hey, Bernie, you don't have to yell.
I don't feel I'm being vocal enough. We are not being vocal enough. When is enough enough?
He sounds very shouty.
Louder! Yeah, we gotta get louder. How many kids are gonna have to make this sacrifice and die?
This video uses passion and emotion to connect to the viewer throughout the piece. Here's an example where a personal, deeply emotional story of loss is used to once again highlight the candidate as someone who cares about the things that matter. Bernie is highlighted as a champion of healthcare as right, but here the case is made that this is because he cares about the people, not just about politics, which builds emotional connection for the viewer.
How can you sleep at night knowing that kids can't afford insulin? How is that possible?
It's not right.
Bernie Sanders is a candidate who often sells himself as a man of the people. While this video does not ever explicitly show Bernie selling himself, it goes a long way to portray him as an average person who cares a lot about the people around him. This sense of caring and passion is seen throughout the campaign events, and particularly in his supporter base. This is made even more clear by the fact that this video was produced by a supporter who was simply wanting to share the inspiration that he drew from the candidate. Ultimately, Bernie Sanders' campaign event went to hire the individual who originally produced the video, which suggested that the goals of the video campaign and the message of this video was very aligned.